This is a T422 production. If you want to talk some Simpsons, we do it with distinction. Insert brain here. With Springfield in our vision, our spirit is embiggened. Insert brain here. Flanders, Quimby, Otto, Mendahasa, Beamer, Pedal, insert brain here. We've got Simpsons to ponder. Here comes David and Connor. Insert brain here.
Welcome back to Insert Brain Here, a Simpsons podcast. I'm your host, David, and with me, as always, is my co-host, Connor.
Yum, yum, yum.
Very appropriate.
That's me, I'm here.
Good.
Old boxcar Bertha herself.
Today we're going to be talking about Saturdays of Thunder, Season 3, Episode 9 of The Simpsons, original air date, November 14th, 1991.
Wow. We're getting there. We're almost at 92.
We're getting there. We're nearing the end of the year. We'll have another Christmas special on our hands in no time.
Oh, no. There's not another Christmas special until about Season 4 or 5.
In no time.
Well, which has occurred to me we're almost at. Feels like just yesterday we were sitting down to record. Recording every episode since the first standing up. That's why it feels like it's been just yesterday that we were sitting down.
That'll do it.
Mana. Well, you see, Saturdays of Thunder is Homer feels like he's a bad father because Marge tells him he's a bad father.
Yeah.
He's more interested in watching the TV than paying attention to Bart playing with his power tools.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't even know Milhouse's name, who's barely in this episode, Bart's best friend.
Yeah. One of Bart's friends is Martin, that he remembers the name of later on. But anyway, never mind.
So Homer goes and speaks to Bart,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "You got any hobbies, Sonny?" And Bart's like, "Not really." He goes, "See, that's what I thought." And he goes, "Except I'm building this boxcar racer, because I'm really into boxcar racers now."
Soapbox racer.
Soapbox racer. What do I keep saying?
Boxcar.
Is there a difference?
Well, one's a soapbox racer, and the other one's just a car made out of a box.
And what are the difference between those two things?
Well, one is a thing, and the other one is not.
Why would the other one not be a thing?
It's just the name. You could make it out of a box.
A soapbox racer or a boxcar racer?
Yeah, boxcar racer, people won't know what you're talking about. But a soapbox racer, people will know what you're talking about. Soapbox racing is what Americans and the Brits would know very much because of Red Bull.
I think I'll find you're mistaken, David.
All right.
You see, I've just googled boxcar racer and I got a result.
Aye. What result would that be?
Boxcar Racer was the side project of the band Blink-182.
I think you'll find it has nothing to do with this episode, Connor.
Boxcar Racer was an American pop punk band formed in San Diego, California in 2001. It was a side project of Blink-182 members Tom DeLonge and Travis Barker, with David Kennedy of Hazen Street completing the band's studio lineup.
And apparently Bart Simpson's hobbies include this 2001 side project from Blink-182.
Here's a bit of a fun fact for you. Mark Hoppus of Blink-182 was hoping to be involved in the band, but Tom DeLonge didn't want to turn it into another Blink-182 album.
Okay.
I don't really care for Blink-182.
I'm not a big fan.
But you see, Homer feels like he's a bad father. So he thinks... when he finds out that Bart's hobby is soapbox racing, I suppose, if I must. See, Homer feels like he's a bad father, and so he decides to take an interest in Bart's soap car racer. And he helps him build one, and thankfully only 3 children compete.
Thankfully.
Nelson in his rocket car, the Honor Roller. I know that mainly because of its role in the Simpsons Hit and Run. It's Bart's main car.
Oh, right, yeah, so it is.
I've seen the front fly off that thing so many times. As I said, Martin in the Holy Roller,
Mhm.
or the Honor Roller, sorry.
The Holy Roller. Usually ends up kind of holy.
I think the Holy Roller is a Big Lebowski reference.
Probably is, right?
Yeah, because it's the Jesus who bowls. He's the Holy Roller.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Yes.
God, I'm on fire with my early 2000s references today. Late 90s to early 2000s references.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Nelson competes in his car,
Yeah.
and which is fairly sort of high quality, but it's not quite to Martin's rocket level.
Not in
It's
aerodynamics.
designed more to be antagonistic.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah. With spikes and stuff coming out.
very Ben-Hur.
Mm-hmm.
In Bart's car, which is shit, it's made of bits of wood and
Bits of Maggie's pram.
Maggie's pram wheels and bits of wood.
Mhm.
It's made with love though.
Mhm.
And so at the first trial, Bart comes in third place.
Is it like Little Lightning?
Little Lightning.
Yeah, Little Lightning. That's it. Sorry. Yep, third place.
So he can't compete anymore.
Yeah.
And
It's him out.
Martin crashes his car,
Mhm.
his soapbox racer, and injures himself quite badly, fractures his arm, so he can't race anymore.
Mhm.
And he and Bart come to an agreement. They're like, you, Bart, ride my car, which is much better and faster, and it can beat Nelson.
Mhm.
Because someone has to beat Nelson. Nelson can't win.
Yeah.
And Bart's like, well, it'll break my dad's heart if I don't race in the car we built together, even though it's shit.
Yeah.
But he does it anyway to win. And he
Mhm.
upsets Homer, and there's a big gap between them until Homer looks at that quiz that he failed that Marge gave him at the beginning of the episode that made him take an interest in Bart's boxcar racer, and realizes that he, having spent time with his son, would now pass the
Mhm.
test. He would win. He would do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he only spoke to another parent about parenting. And so he goes and asks Ned Flanders a question. And as Ned is about to answer him, he jumps in his car and goes to the race. And is there to cheer Bart on
Yeah.
to a win.
Mhm.
Bart wins the trophy, beats Nelson.
Mhm.
Homer and Bart rub it in his face. The end.
Very good. Very good. Nice, concise, eloquent as ever. It was quite long, actually, but fuck it.
Considering
here.
how much of that was
Me and you
Blink
talking about
182.
Blink-182 and other piss.
da 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 da. That's the sound of Eye on Springfield,
Very
the
good.
segment of this show where I go over characters who made their first appearance in this episode of The Simpsons.
All right. Lay it on me, Connor.
Say it ain't so, I will not go. David, who is Dave?
Who's Dave? Is it me?
No?
I was not in this episode of The Simpsons.
I'll give you another
That's
guess.
fair.
Usually it's one guess and
Yeah.
we're done, but I'll give you another one.
Dave. Is it...
Maybe if I say the next name, it'll give you a clue.
Okay.
Dave Jr.
Dave Jr.
Dave and Dave Jr.
I vaguely remember there being some kid cutting about. What the fuck? And not Bart or
His name's Nelson.
Martin.
And this is not his first appearance. He was
No.
in season 1. Bart the General.
Nice. Dave Jr. Was it one of the guys that was on the... Oh, fucking... There was like the TV show.
No.
No, okay.
Wrong-o.
Alright, fair enough.
Dave and Dave Jr. Remember when Homer gets whisked away to that Institute for Dads?
Ah, right,
And
okay.
he's talking to the guy Dave who works there. And,
And
he's
then
like,
Dave Jr.'s the person that works there as well. Right, okay.
son. There
Yeah.
you go.
Right.
Who's the Galloping Gazelle?
That's one of the football players, isn't it? The guy who was like
Yes.
galloping around and until he got like grabbed by the thing and broke his neck.
Well remembered. Who's Wayne Kajetsky?
Wayne Kajetsky. I have no idea. Is he like an announcer or something for the football game?
He's the football player who grabs the gazelle.
Oh, right. Okay.
That's that guy.
Right. Nice.
David, who's roller derby?
I like how he's in it, might I point out. His name is in it, and briefly, the tips of his fingers as he grabs the guy's mask.
That's it. First appearance. Gotta pad it out.
Yeah.
First appearance, David, of roller derby announcer.
Is that the roller derby announcer?
Yes, David.
Good.
First appearance of roller derby referee.
I'm guessing that's the roller derby referee.
Yes.
Okay.
First appearance of Scoey.
Scoey?
The
fuck?
Scoey. Scoey.
Is that one of the people that is on the talk show?
I'm going to give you a clue, David.
Okay.
Oh, Scoey, you're talking crazy.
That's the guy that died after telling him about the fact that he's 2 days away from retirement. He's going to get this boat with his wife and all that other
That's McBain's partner in the McBain clip that we see.
Yeah.
Obviously based on Danny Glover's role in Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Riggs and Murtaugh. Danny Glover's Murtaugh.
Yeah.
And Mel Gibson is Riggs.
That's it.
Okay.
Good.
First
Well remembered.
appearance, David, of Scoey's Killer.
That's the dude that got on a motorbike or bicycle or whatever it was, pedal bike, behind the counter of the bar after gunning him down with like 75 bullets before McBain even bothered getting out of his fucking chair.
Oh man. First appearance of Ronnie Beck.
Ronnie Beck. I have no idea. None at all.
Ronnie Beck is Bart Simpson's hero.
Oh, right, okay.
The soapbox racer.
Right.
First appearance of video store clerk.
Would that be the guy or the person at the video store? Yeah.
Asks Homer if he wants to rent McBain after seeing the scene where Scully dies, and he goes, "Why? I just saw the best part."
Yeah.
That's the end of Ion Springfield.
Good.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Very nice. Score, get down!
Keep that in.
And that would be it.
Let's see what that sounds like on the mic. Boom! Boom! It's three blind mice in their soapbox racing. Was there something just flew out of the back of their car and you caught it, David?
I did indeed.
What is that in your hand?
It's a tea bag. No, it's
what's written on the back of the tea bag? What's written in the tea leaves?
I'll brew a tea, turn the cup upside down, and read the fucking leaves. Sorry.
All right. Oh, that was good.
The inspiration for this episode came from the episode Itchy and Scratchy and Marge, in which Bart says, "I'm going to build a soapbox racer instead."
I remember that when we were watching the episode, but I couldn't remember what episode it was actually from. I remember Bart mentioning what I thought was boxcar racers.
Yeah. The line, "Bill Cosby, God, you saved The Simpsons," was a tongue-in-cheek reference to the fact that The Cosby Show and The Simpsons were scheduled opposite each other, with the latter clobbering the former in ratings.
I had to mention that to you.
Yeah, you did.
Because you thought that all the Bill Cosby references meant that someone on The Simpsons knew about his rapist ways.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's
Simpsons predicting.
No. Remember this thing that I told you about in a previous episode?
Yeah, exactly. You don't remember my trivia?
Every time this comes up, I'm like, God, I promise this is the last time we have to sit and talk about Bill Cosby. Who would have thought?
Oh, fucking Jesus.
As a guest.
Ken Levine later commented on writing this episode, "At the time my son was about Bart's age, so for me there was a certain amount of guilt associated with the do I know my son's hobby and do I know my son's best friend,
Yeah.
etc., etc.
That makes sense.
The list, obviously, of are you a good father?
Yeah. Yeah, the general anxiety of being a parent.
Mm-hmm. The idea of Nelson's racer being armed was inspired by a real-life incident.
Really?
At the 1973 Soapbox Derby World Championship, a 14-year-old boy was stripped of his title 2 days after winning for cheating.
Wow.
Yeah.
God,
There's some mad piss, that, isn't it? That's probably why the soapbox racing happens individually now. It's just timed.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not actually competing directly against anyone, so there's no colliding with anyone or anything going on. Or...
I would have wanted to Ben-Hur it.
Yeah.
I've never even seen Ben-Hur. That's crazy, though. That somebody would. I wonder if that kid's still alive. And what's he doing now?
Well, yeah, I mean, life happens, but
73,
1973, 14 years old.
93, 2003, 2013, 2023.
64-year-old.
65.
Okay, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Mid-60s. Should still be alive.
Yeah.
Age-wise.
Yeah. Go and shame him about his...
Find him, track him down. Tell him insert brain here sent you. When you plug him full of holes. Let me try that again. When you find him, tell him insert brain here sent you. When you plug him full of holes. How was that worse? That was the second take. Fucking worse.
Oh, fuck you know.
Track him down.
just quit while we still have a podcast. Oh, fucking Jesus.
Track him down. And when you find him, tell him insert brain here sent you. When you plug him full of holes. There you go.
Perfect.
See, this is for the 1973 Soapbox World Derby Championship. Bang!
Good. Cats in the Cradle, the song Homer hears when he's on hold, is about a father who never has time for his son.
Yeah, we caught that.
We clocked that when we were watching it. Yeah, it is pretty obvious.
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon. Na.
Precisely. Michael Jackson's short film for the song Black or White premiered following this episode.
I saw a clip of that recently on social media, actually.
All right.
Someone talking about the morphing technology, because obviously the music video is like a bunch of people singing the song who aren't Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting to look back on.
Yeah, it is,
It was very cutting edge at the time.
It's good.
It looks a little funky now.
Yeah. I remember it being better, and I wasn't even paying attention to that at the time.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't when it first came out, but I still remember it looking a lot better, a lot smoother.
Yeah, it would be in the early 2000s that I remember watching it.
Yeah. The tapes at the Video Shack include Do Do Do, Border Siesta, Bad Football, Speedboat Bloopers, Frisbee, Super Jock 3, Death by Knockout, Bench Clearing Brawls, Blood on the Ice, and Football's Greatest Injuries.
And as Homer says to Lisa, pick any tape, all of these movies are great.
Yes.
And she never does pick a tape. She
No, she
disappears.
doesn't. She just...
As far as we're aware, Homer leaves her there because she's not in the rest of the episode.
Yeah, that's a good
She
point.
never shows up again.
That's a good point. She does not. And he buggers off with Football's Greatest Injuries. Harry Shearer based the voice of Dave on actor Mason Adams.
All right. That one I really have nothing to say.
Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can say when it's just...
Mason Adams.
Mason Adams? Woof.
The fuck is that?
I have no idea.
Can we look it up?
No, not that interested.
Okay.
The close-up of Nelson and Bart's wheels bumping was intended as a nod to the chariot race in Ben-Hur.
Oh, I said that.
You did say that, and I also thought that at the time when I was watching
We
it.
both said it multiple times.
Yeah.
Once again, bounced up and down like chimps. Because we saw something that we vaguely recognised.
Something that was kind of yellow and kind of banana looking.
Yeah. Homer's cock. Oh, okay.
This episode is the first to use Alf Clausen's full version of the theme during opening credits.
Oh, we wouldn't know because we skipped it.
We did.
We skipped the opening credits on Disney Plus.
Oh, we did. Well, we've got it here, so that's how we know.
Yeah, thanks, Trivia.
Thanks, Trivia.
Oh, all the mates are coming back. They're boom, boom, boom. 3 of them. They've snatched their tea, their loose bits of tea, in the bottom of your cup.
Yep.
And they've tossed me a coin.
Oh,
Coins, actually. What's that? One coin says who, and the other says why. David, it's time for our famous segment, or should I say infamous segment. Who complained and why?
Hell. Here we go.
Who complained and this is the part of the show where I take a bit of trivia and I make it into a crown of thorns and I force it on David's head. And I say, who
Yes.
complained and why? Someone complained. What did they complain about? Tell me. I've got it written down, but I won't tell you. I'll make you guess.
Okay. Was it in regards to the soapbox racing?
It was.
So was it about the cheating in soapbox racing?
No.
Okay.
So wrong.
Very good. So it is in regards to the soapbox racer.
But it's not in regards to the cheating.
What in the sweet hell could they complain about? It's fucking kids with soapbox racers. Is
Where's
it the unrealism of the speed of the Wait, was it because Nelson, not Nelson, fucking Martin was on fire?
No, it wasn't because Martin was on fire.
Really? There was a child running around on fire and the
thought-
fire brigade put out the fire on the racer before they put out Martin.
I know. I'll tell you what else it wasn't that I thought someone would complain about. Nelson smokes frequently in this episode.
Oh, yeah, so he does.
Cigarettes at first and then cigars near the end.
So it
And
is.
he's meant to be like Bart's age.
Yeah.
He's 10.
I think he's held back a year
He's
in,
about 10
in
or
Bart's
11,
years.
11
It's
at
somewhere
most,
in there.
But still a child.
Yeah, very much so.
It's not that, but it does have to do with children.
Was it the fact that Bart wasn't wearing a helmet?
No, but you're getting warmer. It had something to do with Bart and the racer.
Was it the squinting while doing the welding by any chance?
You're very close.
Because of the actual flame of the welder or anything?
Broader?
Broader than that? Just because he was using power tools and the
Yes.
like?
Who?
Goddamn. Neurotic parents?
No.
Oh.
Before it went to air.
Oh, for fuck's sake. It wasn't Fox or something, was it?
Yes, David. Fox's censors objected to scenes of Bart using a welder on his racer.
Fucking jeez.
The censors felt that children would use power tools to try to emulate Bart. They were convinced by the writers to let the scenes stay. They didn't think any of the kids would try and emulate Nelson and smoke a fat ciggy. Smoke a little stogie.
That's the kind of thing they would fucking do.
Yeah.
I remember vividly having many of my classmates smoking in first year of high school. And for those in America that do not know the age of a first year in high school in the UK, that'd be 11. 11 years old. So roughly around the same age as Nelson. Smoking like a fucking chimney.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
There were about a dozen people in my year, across the entire year, and it's a large school, across the entire year that didn't smoke.
See,
And I
that's
was
same
one
in
of them.
my school. I was one of them.
Yeah.
And listen to our golden chords on this podcast now. There you go. That's who complained and why. I got given 2 coins to do that.
I know. Tossed you a couple of coins. Keep those coins.
I always keep the coins.
Good.
I'm getting paid to twist a bit of trivia by the mice. Adds a new layer to this podcast. David, what did you think of this episode of The Simpsons?
I feel like it really sort of doubles down on the previous episode. Like I think I said at the time when Homer's discovering.
Stone Cold.
Your Stone Cold coffee, you just take a big swig out of. So, I think I mentioned at the time when we were watching it, when Homer's like, I'm a bad father. No, not that. The fact that Homer's a bad father.
Yes.
And I pointed out about the fact that, the fuck, are you just realising this now? Like, Lisa's pony was the last episode, and we knew you were a fucking dreadful father
This one's
from
about
that.
Bart, though.
Yeah.
He's still a bad father to Lisa. Leaves her at that video store.
He does.
We've established that he left her there.
Yeah.
Looking at copies of Crocodile Attack 2
Yeah.
and Dun Dun Dun.
God.
What the other ones were.
Yeah, I don't remember. But yeah, it just really sort of doubles down on that fact, and yeah.
I think this is a better episode than Lisa's Pony.
Oh, I think so too. I think there's a bit more.
It feels a bit more heartfelt.
It does.
I like
yeah.
that Homer. Bart's not even like in a bad way with him at the beginning of the episode.
No.
It's more about Homer actually being a good dad rather than trying to repair a massive mistake he's made with Lisa. He's not patching a wound
by doing
buying
something
her a
stupid.
pony.
Yeah.
He's just reaching out to Bart to try and be a better father.
Yeah. This one's definitely the better of the two.
And in the end, he gets over his own ego and is able to go and support Bart in person.
Precisely.
At the race.
Yeah.
Do it for me, boy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And that genuinely like perks up Bart, who was feeling down about the fact that Homer wouldn't even come and see him.
We just previously, not last week but the week before, had an episode where Bart wakes up from a nightmare because at the end of the nightmare he tells Homer he loves him. In this episode he says it earnestly and he means it.
Yeah.
It's I think the first of many episodes where Bart and Homer are on the same team. And I always prefer to see them that way, honestly.
Oh, me too, yeah.
Than as rivals.
Yeah, I think that's a lot better.
Well, we've passed our quota of talking about the episode.
Our whole 3 minutes.
I love the McBain segment. I've already talked about this briefly.
Yeah.
That's my meme spot, by the way. I have a meme spot.
Yeah.
That is a big meme in the Simpsons internet community. Editing, do one thing for me, get Mendoza, and McBain screaming Mendoza into different scenes.
Yeah.
There's one where that sticks out in my mind where a bit where Homer kicks in Bart's door and he's like, I don't mean to alarm you, but there may or may not be boogeyman or boogeymen in the house, and Bart screams.
Yeah.
It's that, except it goes, Bart, I don't mean to alarm you, but do one thing for me. Get Mendoza. And then Bart wakes up and goes, Mendoza!
Yeah.
It's a great combining of two iconic Simpsons memes.
Yeah. No, it's good.
And I love when Danny Glover, or Scoey rather, gets shot, the 17 or 18 different angles that we get. It's like through a keyhole, above a ceiling fan, across the counter, through an old west wheel that shouldn't be there.
Just getting real ridiculous about it.
Just getting a real crazy amount of coverage.
I love the movie trope, like just like double, triple, quadrupling down on the movie trope of I'm about to die in this movie.
That's right. I'm
very
retiring,
shortly,
and I've got my boat all bought out. I just finished paying for it. It's called the I'll Live Forever.
Yeah, yeah.
It's my last day on the job.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm staying healthy, McBain, so I can enjoy my retirement.
Exactly.
You're talking crazy. I fucking love that line where Scully's been shot like 50 times, riddled with bullets, and he's got a pool of his own blood.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Oh, quit talking crazy.
Yeah.
I love how it doesn't match his delivery of Mendoza at all. Like, the emotion's totally different.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty damn good.
Oh god. If only we'd had a buddy cop movie where it's Danny Glover and Arnold.
Oh, it'd have been pretty good to see.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
That's the end of this episode.
Very good.
David, do you have anything for Boy Short Someone Got Fired for that blunder?
I didn't actually clock it, but I think you did. You clocked something.
I was trying to get you to talk about it, but okay.
Okay,
Homer's
no, I can talk about it.
are green, matching his carpet at one point early in the episode, when Homer's watching some reality TV buying, selling show, whatever that's called. Can't remember right now. And Patty and Selma arrive at the door and he has to go and answer.
Yes.
Has to go answer the door and let them in. His shoes are green, the same colour as the carpet, because they were animated or coloured incorrectly.
Correct.
There we go.
Very good. I think that was the only one that we came up with.
That was the only one.
Very good. Good.
David, what's your one bit of animation that you actually quite liked?
Well, Connor, my one bit of animation that I actually quite liked was the soapbox racer scene where it's the final, and you got Bart in the honor roller, Martin's racer, and you've got Nelson in his, and it's the nod to Ben-Hur basically that we had in the trivia that I mentioned in the trivia, where you've got the sort of nosing up against them there. You get the front on shot and the pop into the side, and the attack on Bart's racer.
Does he use the whip? Does he use the whip in that scene, or is that earlier?
I think that's earlier. I think that's when Bart's in his Lil Lightning.
Lil Lightning.
Yeah. Why the fuck can I remember that, but not Honor Roller?
I don't know.
That was my one bit of animation that I actually quite liked.
So it was. This has been Insert Brain Here, a Simpsons podcast. I've been your host, Connor, and with me, as always, has been my co-host, David.
There I fucking went.
Good job, that was actually really good.
Nice.
You can follow us on this. You can follow us on Twitter at T422 or on Instagram at InsertBrainHerePod.
Mm-hmm.
Check out our website, insertbrainhere.podcastpage.io. Check out our other podcast, Movie House.
Yeah.
The first episode has gone out in which we talked about the 2004 classic Alien vs. Predator in celebration of the release of Alien Romulus.
Oh, fucking Jesus.
Tatty bye.
Ta.
We'll
smell you later.
Oh, quite close.
Nearly.
We'll be back next week to talk about the first episode of Insert Brain Here, a Simpsons podcast.
Very good.
And then the week after that, we'll come back and we'll cover Flaming Moe.
Yes.
The 10th episode of season 3.
Very good. Sounds good.
Okay, well, bye.
Ta.
Oh, this has been a T42 production.